Hi guys, so this is part 3 of my eyeshadow palette declutter, and I went to film this, and right as I clicked play it said my storage was full, so I was like, oh okay, well let's just restart this entire thing. So that's what we're doing. This is probably my most filled drawer, and I'm probably not going to declutter a lot from it if I'm going to be completely honest, because this has my like most loved and most cherished palettes. But I'm going to try. I'm going to do the best that I can if I'm going to be honest. So I'll try to make this as quick and painless as possible, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try to declutter some palettes. These two, okay? Subculture, I'm keeping it, okay, and I'm literally keeping it for this shade Electric. I love it. I feel like I was one of the only people that didn't have a problem with Subculture. Yes, the shadows were very powdery, I'm gonna be honest. The shadows had some major fallout, but the looks that I got with this were very unique and very different, and so I love particularly the shade Electric, the other shimmer shade in here, Adorn. I think it's great. And I'm going to keep Subculture. I'm going to keep Modern Renaissance. Yeah. Am I going to keep it? I'm going to keep it. Yeah. I'm going to keep it. My stepmom gave me this palette. And I do go to this palette when I want some like deeper red, kind of rich burgundy shades. So I'm going to keep this one. Kat Von D Lolita. This was my favorite. This is my favorite. All matte, beautiful pink, burgundy, mauve tones. I love this palette. I think the quality of this is just phenomenal. It's all matte. It's gorgeous. I love this palette with all of my heart. So keeping Lolita. I have this Jawbreaker in the floor. This is the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette. I'm definitely going to keep this. I know it is so random. Like, I know. This color story is very weird. Rainbow pastel gorgeousness. I know some people will take out their eyeshadows and then like put them back in the order that they would create the palette. I'm not gonna do that because I go to this palette looking for like one specific shade and I know like where it is in the palette, so I'm gonna keep it because it's just really fun. So keeping the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker. Keeping Blue Blood. Honestly guys, I'm probably keeping all of the Jeffree palettes because I love them so much. This is the all blue palette. And you go to the Jeffree Star palettes when you want like a specific color. And that's what I love about them. So keeping Blue Blood. Keeping Blood Sugar, which is the red and the pinks, and they're hard to open. And some purpley shades. One thing I wish that he had done is there's only 2 shimmers in this palette, and that is the shade Donor and the shade, what is this? Sweetener, which isn't really like a shimmer, but I wish he had put a metallic red. So I wish he had done like this shade of red in a metallic shimmer formula. I feel like it would have made the palette, but I still use it. I still love it, so I'm keeping it. Lorelei Los Angeles Cat's Pajamas. This was her first palette she came out with, and it's gorgeous. You have neutrals on the top, and then you have some like reds-ish burgundies on the bottom. I think this was a wonderful first palette for her. The quality is super good too, so keeping that. Pastel Goth. I really want to get into this and use this up. I know that you can't get this anymore, which is so sad because I think this palette is gorgeous. But, oh, it's so pretty. It's just such a pretty pastel-y dream. And I did not swatch that purple very well. That purple did not swatch well. So does that mean I need to declutter it? No, it builds up. I'm going to keep it. It's sentimental to me too, so I'm going to keep the Pastel Goth. I'm also going to wipe my hands down. Whoa! Alright, Natasha Denona. I think I have another one in here too somewhere. Or did I take it out? I don't know. It's in here somewhere. This is the Peak palette. This was a BoxyCharm exclusive. So I'm going to keep this. I take this with me traveling sometimes. So I'm going to keep the Natasha Denona and the Ina, which is the more neutrally one. I haven't used this one yet, so I want to get into it. Okay, you guys. Carly Bible. I'm going to keep this one too. But I'm going to keep this because this is a really good travel palette as well. You've got gorgeous, gorgeous highlighters, and the shades, the eyeshadow shades, still perform really well. Yeah. So I'm going to keep that. That's another palette that I feel like I need to use up and get out of my collection because I have had it for a while. So gonna try to use that one up too. Morphe Jeffree Star, definitely not getting rid of this. This is the Jeffree and Morphe collab. You cannot get this anymore, unfortunately. And I liked it. I know a lot of people didn't, but I love the mattes in here. It's very bright, which I love, but also has beautiful, just like neutrally shades. So I'm gonna keep this one. Okay. There's so many palettes. Alright, these two, this is the Too Faced White Chocolate Bar, which I was always drawn to the white chocolate bar more than the regular chocolate bars because I love the lavender, I love the green, and then you have just really like light, beautiful shades. And I am pale, y'all, so this looks really good on me and I can make it work to where it shows up beautifully on the eyes. So keeping the white chocolate bar and keeping the semi-sweet. Now the semi-sweet, I didn't really like this pink sugar shade. It gets hard pan and you literally cannot see it. But all the other shades in here perform beautifully, and the shade Nougat is one of my absolute favorites. So keeping the semi-sweet. Am I just gonna declutter anything? Jeffree Star Alien Palette. I have two, you guys, and I'm going to keep both of them. One for a backup, because this is the only like cool toned-ish palette that I like and that I use. And I feel like I will eventually need a backup because he does not make this palette anymore, and you can't even get like single shades from the palette. So I'm gonna keep it. I wish he never, you know, discontinued this because it was one of my favorites. Only downside is these eyeballs, y'all, are very annoying. Ugh. It's weird. Alright. Too Faced Chocolate Gold. I'm actually going to get rid of this. I did not like the quality of it. The shade New Money, the green shade Money Bags, and then like the Living Lavish just sucked. I did not like it. The green actually performed a little better, but this, like, I feel like I have to build that up. This pink shade is horrible, you guys. It is like dry as heck, and you can't really even build it up. So I'm gonna declutter this. I just didn't like it personally, so it's gonna go. It's gonna go. I'm gonna be very colorful by the end of this video. I'm also actually going to declutter the Riviera. This is a beautiful summertime bright palette, but I have honestly used this like twice. And I've used it for these two shades, okay, which is the lightest shades in the palette. And I have those two shades in just about every palette I own. So I'm going to declutter it. I don't need it. It can go to a better home. Alright, Huda Beauty. I'm not getting rid of any of my Huda palettes. There's another one back here. Nude Light, gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Love this palette. Stunning. Topaz. So I'm keeping all of these, you guys, if I'm going to be honest. I just think they're so good and they're just beautiful. They're sleek, they're tiny, they're compact. Just really good. Ruby, which is the red. See, this was the kind of shade that I wished Jeffree had put in the Blood Sugar palette. That dark red color. But he didn't, so it was frustrating. Amethyst, which is purple. Love purple. And then Emerald. This is probably my most used and my favorite. Then I've got Mauve. Love this like light pinky shade. And Coral, which I haven't used yet. So yeah, definitely keeping all of my Huda palettes. Tasha Denona Mini Lila. I'm going to declutter this. I don't use it, you guys, and it is super tiny compared to like these other Natasha Denonas. It's like, yeah, so I'm going to declutter the Mini Lila one. That's 3. That's good, right? Too Faced. These are my favorite Too Faced palettes in the world. Razzle Dazzle Berry, which is the pinks, the purples, a couple neutrals. This shade is the most gorgeous thing ever. It is stunning. I love it. I also don't know what happened to my makeup wipe. Oh, it's right here. Oh, I love that shade. And then I've got the Sparkling Pineapple, which is definitely neutral. Also has a super cool kind of like duochrome green. That's pretty. So yeah, I have to keep these. They're just so good. I love them. Jeffree Star. These were the first 2 that Jeffree ever made. And this was the Beauty Killer. So I have to keep these. Beauty Killer palette. And then the Androgyny. Definitely different color story there. I can get rid of this, you guys. This is the Lorac Mega Pro 4. I have hit pan in 4 shades. This one, this one, this one, and this one. And I feel like it has served its purpose and it can go. Definitely has been used. Probably one of my most used palettes. And I'm happy with it. I think it's time to retire it and move on. It's time to say goodbye, guys. Oh, another Too Faced. This is the Too Faced Sweet Peach. It barely smells. Oh, that was hard. Oh god, that's really dry. Oh. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna declutter it. It's pretty old. It's not swatching too well. I honestly have probably had this forever, so I'm going to declutter the Sweet Peach. And it's also not a palette that I really gravitate to, if I'm going to be honest. So, Jeffree Star Orgy. This is a neutral lover's dream. I highly recommend this palette to anyone, any makeup artist, anyone that's just starting out in makeup. This is 1000% worth the price tag. You have beautiful white cream colors, then you start to get into the darker browns and neutrals, and then you start getting into like the rich neutrals. I love it. I think it's phenomenal. I think he did a wonderful job with this. It is an all matte palette. If you want shimmers, you can go, and he has the mini Orgy with it, which has less shades and a little less expensive, and it's an all metallic palette. But this is the all neutral, and this is the original. So this is the Orgy. This is the first one. I love it. I absolutely love it. So I'm going to keep it. Nudie Patootie by Laura Lee. So this shade fell out and broke. Obviously, I've used the heck out of this, you guys. Like, obviously. So I'm just thinking, oh wow. Oh wow. Do I need to keep this? And I'm thinking the answer is going to be yes. Yes. Okay. I thought I was going to declutter that, and I'm not. I'm not ready. I mean, I've used it, so, you know, at least it's definitely getting some use in the collection. That swatched beautifully. So, yes, keeping the Laura Lee Nudie Patootie. This is the Morphe 35i Icy Fantasy. This is another pastel palette. Oh, I know I'm going to keep this. Like, I just know myself. I know I'm going to keep it. Yeah, I'm going to keep it. Guys, look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. My gosh, I remember when this came out, this was so different and unique to Morphe when this came out. And I know you can't get this anymore, so I have to keep this. Ugh, I know I'm not getting rid of, like, anything. Well, I think I'm gonna get rid of the Manny MUA Life is a Drag. Because you got neutrals. I've got all these neutrals. I've got these brights. Like, I know I have some of these, like, in the Laura Lee Life's a Party palette. You know, I probably have that pink and the Jeffree Star. So I'm gonna get rid of this one. This is the Life is a Drag by Lunar Beauty. I just don't get enough use out of it, honestly. So I'm gonna declutter it. And then I've got these two, and I'm done. Okay. So, Morphe James Charles. Again, this goes back to, like, you know, I don't really need to keep the Life is a Drag because I have similar shades in the James Charles palette. And I prefer this one more. You got a bright orange, which I was looking for the other day when I was making a look for the Super Bowl. This is a stunning palette, you guys. It's not even available anymore because, you know, the whole James Charles drama, but it's a great palette, so I'm gonna keep it. And I'm 100% keeping this Morphe palette. This is the 39S. This is all the purples. Oh, you guys. The middle is the interesting, like, wet formula. It's squishy, which is beautiful. So, I have to keep it. I love purple eyeshadow. It's one of my favorite palettes ever. Probably one of my best purchases. Not a glitter person, though. Like, this glitter can go. But, oh no. It's there if I need it. It's like sticking my finger, but oh, I have to keep it. I have to keep it. So, I decluttered, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 palettes, which is more than I thought I was going to declutter, you guys. So, I'm actually really happy with that. So, that is it. That is my entire collection decluttered. I feel like I got some stuff done. I got some stuff accomplished. So, that is it, you guys. I love you. I will see you in my next sparkly video. Bye, guys.